Welcome to the best view in Rome. Ciao ragazzi, and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met yet, my name is Megan and I am all about adventuring in the outdoors and exploring new places. And for the next 2 days, we are going to be exploring the iconic city of Rome. If this is the first video in the Italy series that you're watching, let me quickly catch you up to speed. This is my 3rd week here in Italy. My first 2 weeks were spent up north in the Dolomites, exploring the mountain town of Cortina and hiking the Alta Via 1 with 4 fellow members of the Yes Fam. After finishing the trail, we all parted ways and I continued on to Venice. I had a few days to rest before I picked up my mom from the airport. I had been to Venice before, so I got to show her some of the sights before we boarded our train to Rome. We only have 2 full days here in Rome, and the reason for that primarily being that neither of us are really city people, but Rome feels like a place that needs to be seen. There is so much rich history here, and walking through the city itself feels like walking through a museum. Rome wasn't built in a day, but we are going to try and see it in one. Our second day will be spent primarily in Vatican City. For almost everything we're doing in Rome, we booked tours. I knew it would be hot, and I knew it would be busy, but let's get on with it and start roaming around. Here's our room in Rome. A little coffee maker situation. Let's see the view. Nice. Here comes Mom with the luggage. And our bathroom. Ooh. Where the light is. Alright, first impressions of the Trevi.
It's great. Too crowded.
If you know how to mosh in a mosh pit, you'll be fine. It's pretty, but also fa caldo perché too many people. Crane really says construction, progress. Good morning from our first full day here in Rome. We are on our way currently to do a tour of the Colosseum. It's 8 a.m. so it's early. Still quite cool here. Actually, our room was freezing last night. The AC is definitely working there. Yeah, I'm excited to see the Colosseum. We booked on a semi-private tour, so hopefully it won't be too crowded, but we know going into the Colosseum that it will probably be packed. We're currently walking towards the Roman Forum, and it's cool. Rome's growing on me this morning. Just a bit crowded last night all around the Trevi and walking the streets, but it's pretty this morning.
That you can still follow. See this brick wall with all those rectangular windows? That's it. This sector reserved to the lower middle class. Imagine that elevators like this were distributed all along this curving passageway. This used to be the entrance to Nero's palace. The one. Caesar seemed to be the only one caught by surprise by the fact that 60 senators out of 300 had plotted this conspiracy against him. 200 years after the death of Caesar, on the same spot, this temple will be built in honor of another emperor who was thrown into a god after his death.
We just finished our tour of the Colosseum and the Roman Forum. Highly recommended it. We went on a tour with an archaeologist who participated in digs here for several years, and it was very insightful. I'll put a link down below with the tour that we did. Continuing on our sightseeing tour of Rome, we are now at the Pantheon. Okay, my sister was in Rome like a couple weeks ago and said there was one thing we had to do, and now we're here at the feral cat colony of Rome, which is, I believe, also the site where Caesar was actually stabbed. Where we were earlier in the Forum was where his body was taken and put on public display and burnt in front of everyone. We're gonna go see if we can find some cats. We are currently walking across the oldest bridge in Rome, spanning half of the Tiber River. Built by Lucius Fabricius in 62 BC, I think. It's Tiber Island over to our right. I think the only way we've been surviving Italian summer, which to be fair is not too different from summer heat and humidity in Georgia, is coming back here and taking a break. It's like almost 3 o'clock now, but that 3 to 5 window right before aperitivo and dinner, come back to the room, enjoy some AC, chill out in the bed. It's like a little afternoon siesta. I believe the Italian word for it is riposo or something like that. You guys are currently in the window. It is 6 p.m. and we are about to head out to aperitivo to have a drink and a little snack to tie us over just until dinner time. Dinner here in Rome and in the South in general is a bit later than it was up in the mountains and in Venice. It was common for 7 p.m. to be the normal dinner time there, but here 8 and even 9 p.m. is normal dinner time, which is a bit late for us tonight because we need to be up and leaving our hotel at 7 a.m. tomorrow for our tour of the Vatican. So we're gonna find a place that opens a bit earlier, about 7 p.m. to have dinner, which yes, means that they are typically more tourist oriented, but that's okay because we just need food in our belly so that we can get to sleep and enjoy our last full day in Rome tomorrow. Post Dinner Gelato because when in Rome and when in Italy, gelato every day. Good morning. It is 6:30, which is quite early, but we have just picked up our breakfast boxes, which thankfully they prepare if you need breakfast before 7, because today we are heading over to Vatican City for our early morning tour. I am very excited. We have about a 30-minute commute, so I'm gonna finish my coffee and then we're gonna go and catch the metro. We just entered through security into the Vatican, so now we're officially in here, and now we will head over into the museums. Our tour has just dropped us here inside the Basilica, so we have some time to explore. We're not going to go all the way up to the dome because it's a bit hot, but we are going to roam around a bit more and then find some lunch. I've got my juice box from the breakfast box this morning, rehydrating, full stomach. We witnessed our first pickpocketing today, so that was exciting, and I missed out on my top opportunity to yell, "Attenzione, pickpocket!" But honestly, I was just like, what did he just do? Did he just do what I thought he did? And then my mom was like, did you see that man steal that wallet? So yeah, that was some excitement in Rome for you while leaving the Vatican City and making our way back to the hotel. We're gonna rest, and then I think we're gonna head over to some gardens and Spanish Steps. And that will pretty much be our last things we do in Rome before dinner. And tomorrow we catch our train to Cinque Terre. Come over here to the gardens, Villa Borghese, to walk around for a bit, explore the gardens for a few hours before we head down to the Spanish Steps. case you're wondering what we're having for our last night of dinner here in Rome, we went to the supermarket and got some things to make paninis tonight because we're tired and we have a train to catch tomorrow, and to be honest, I didn't want to eat out super late and neither of us were super hungry, so we're gonna have a night in and an early bedtime. I'll see you guys tomorrow when we're catching the train to Pisa. Well, today we are heading on a train to Pisa, and I'm going to film a separate video for what we get up to with our couple hours we have for our train layover in Pisa before we head on to Cinque Terre. And if you would like to follow along with that adventure, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video of what we got up to while in Rome, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I hope to see you guys again soon in the Pisa video. Bye!